Hello and welcome to Teacher Needs a Drink podcast. I'm your host, Elvis, and I'm here to let you know that this is a not safe for work podcast. We are teachers at the end of the week and really the end of our ropes, and we'd like to be able to talk openly and honestly about our jobs teaching without, having to worry about losing them. So we are using pseudonyms, hence the Elvis. Teacher Needs a Drink podcast comes out every Wednesday and is sponsored by Lud Lamb Dramatics. If you are a theater teacher or you know one in your building, or if you have to do a play at some point, go to ludlamdramatics.com. They have all kinds of resources to help you explain the fundamentals to your kids. And also, there is jack shit for theater teachers in the teacher store. So go to Ludlam Dramatics and make things easier for yourself. Also, if you can, check out our sponsor, Legendary Pretzels. They are amazing, crunchy, hard pretzels, available and gluten-free as well, that are dipped in chocolate, then rolled around in like broken candy bars and cereal, and they are just amazing. You need to treat yourself. Go to legendarypretzels.com and just hook yourself up. Use the code TEACHER for a discount at checkout. I'd also like to thank all of our patrons who are out there. That's right, if you're a fan of Teacher Needs a Drink podcast and just simply want more, or just want to show your support to the host for, helping you through this rough time and just being there, because God, it's tough sometimes, my friends. Well, you can join our Patreon for as little as $5 to $10 a month. There's all kinds of back episodes, extra episodes, exclusive episodes, all kinds of content. You also get access to our Facebook group where you can, chat with other like-minded teachers and make some new friends. All right, so let me shout out some of my friends who are on the Patreon. Big thank you to Kim C., William P., Sarah O., Aldrich T., Les Scorpionita, Britt M., Tisha C., Teresa H., Biker Teach, Caitlin L., Marsha M., Wiaza, Christina B., Miss Alabama, Kristen B., Megan R., Hoovian, Ashley M., Jason F., Amber H., JJ O., Jeff S., Abby B., Ann T., Sarah B., Regina F., Anna L., Josie S., Sam B., Lucy P., Mary E., Hope H., Aaron D., Kristen W., Vanessa J., Mary C., Rylan L., Catherine S., Kelsey W., RJR, Kristen C., Johannes H., Tony and Christina K., Irma A., Nimi, Melissa M., Lisa S., and Sarah N. We love each and every one of you, and thank you so much for supporting us through all of this. That's right, my friends. You guys, too, can also be a member of the Teacher Needs a Drink Patreon. Just $5, $10 a month. Go check it out. If you have something you'd like to share with us through Teacher Needs a Drink, a message or recording or something like that for us to cover, send us a message to the contact page of our website, teacherneedsdrinkpodcast.com. All right, my friends, enjoy episode 91.
Did she pop it?
Nope, I didn't. I don't like, you shouldn't pop them. It's not healthy to pop them. They just need to deflate slowly on their own. And welcome to Teacher Needs a Drink podcast. I am Elvis, your host, and joining me today for our intimate summer gathering is Miss Bunny O'Hare.
Hey, Elvis. Hey, folks.
Hey, Bunny. And also with us today is Miss Shirley Temper.
That's a wise choice, because I knew this girl who had this crazy freak out because she took too many behavioral meds at once, and she ripped off her clothes and dove in the fountain at Ridgeville Mall and was like, "Blah, I am a kraken from the sea."
I have no idea what that's from.
Juno.
Yeah, it is.
I never saw Juno.
Oh my God. What have you done with your life?
Nothing
Oh
much.
my God. Okay, Elliot Page is a king in it. And it was so great because when I was pregnant with my first one, it was right after that movie came out. And so I was Juno for Halloween.
Oh, that's
Nice.
perfect.
It was so perfect.
Also, Allison Janney, who I love
Yes.
everything that she's ever done ever.
The flamingo.
Yes.
Jason Bateman.
Yes. And, oh my God, amazing guy who plays her dad. He's J. Jonas
Simmons.
Yes.
From
Whiplash.
No, I was
From
trying to think of-
Spider-Man, J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah. We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. That
Yeah,
guy.
okay.
Well, welcome to middle of summer. It's after 4th of July. We've had our independence. It was wonderful. This weekend has been just blissfully unoccupied. I think that's the best way to describe it. My kids are with their mom on wherever the hell they are. I think that they're grandparents or something. And so it's just been me and Priscilla all weekend. Yesterday, I got to hang out with some of my friends and we put together a ton of meats and it was fantastic. And the last 3 days, we've just laid around. I think we binged almost all of that Cobra Kai show on Netflix. It starts off great, but the last 2 seasons have been kind of stupid. But it's the first season's cool, so I recommend Cobra Kai. Elvis endorsed. What have you been up to, buddy? How's your Independence Day weekend been?
My weekend was good. We got to hang out with some friends who were in town from Chicago that we hadn't seen in a while. And the weather was nice enough that it didn't suck to be outside for a change. So it was real good.
Sweet. And what about you, Shirley?
Of all the holidays that exist, my least favorite is the 4th of July. And here's why. I hate forced patriotism shit. It oogies me out. I also really, really hate fireworks. They're pretty, but they are loud and they cause me to have panic attacks, and everybody's like, why don't you like fireworks? Because it's the South, and I have to be like, well, I just loud sudden noises really freak me the heck out, and so that's fun. So last night was awful, but it's only one day a year.
Yeah.
So and it's hot and there's mosquitoes and it's not Halloween. And if it's not Halloween or Christmas, is it really a holiday? That's the question.
Oh.
That's the question I pose our listeners. While we are recording, I am doing my Walmart pickup order for tomorrow.
I'm really tempted to order a pizza right now because that sounds fantastic.
I really miss quarantine, and I don't miss quarantine, but the best thing has been grocery pickup. I know it existed prior to quarantine, but it has been just freaking addicting.
It's still going strong. But, if I had a clear idea of what I need at the store every single time, I have a list every time I go in. But I always, there's things that I don't remember till I'm in there. I mean, I'd probably spend a lot more money if I did, Click List or something like that, because then I wouldn't have all the extra things. But, I'll go oh, this meat's on sale. I'm going to get a bunch of this. Or look at that. I forgot those kinds of chips existed. I want to buy 10 bags. I mean, I don't know. I think ClickList is good, but I enjoy the experience because now, especially post-COVID or with COVID, I can wear my mask and sunglasses and headphones, and I don't have to give a shit what I look like because no one can identify my face. So I'll be pajama pants and, the T-shirt that cannot be named. I'll have that on and be walking through in nasty flip-flops, my toenails hanging out. It's golden. And no one
disgusting.
knows. Oh, yeah, no, it's totally disgusting, but they don't know it's me. It's like Clark Kent and Superman. I'll go home, take a shower, boom, and clean up, whole glow up. It's amazing.
All right, my loves. This is from the Reddits. This is from Reddick Rock 56. The local McDonald's is now offering $15 an hour. I know the aides monitors, cafeteria workers, etc., and my school system don't make that. Our subs make what averages to about $10 an hour. Absolutely no stability in being a sub for our district at all. Staffing was a nightmare last year. This next year, wish us luck. My district will need it. Almost forgot, the private schools in my area pay in the low 30s range. No bonuses for advanced degrees, just had to share. I saw the sign outside of McDonald's and envisioned people from my district dropping everything to apply, and I wouldn't blame them at all.
Yeah, I've seen what a lot of the people in the school, I would take McDonald's over sometimes just being a hall monitor or just being a random clerk at the school. I think there's a lot less to ask you. You don't have to deal with the shitty parents. I mean, I'm not saying McDonald's is a great place, and it wouldn't be the first place I want to go work at all, but money's money,
Well, and subs are underpaid. They are. I mean, it's pretty universal. Yeah, you get what you pay for. It is. And you get what you pay for. If we have zero standards and pay shit, we're going to get people who meet those standards, meet those needs. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I know people who want to be subs, don't ask me why, who are very young, but they get paid more elsewhere. So why would you settle?
No, a lot of subs, and I've seen it work, are young new teachers or teachers who just finished, say they graduated mid-semester with their teaching certificate. And it's kind of their way to get their foot in the district because they'll work at a lot of schools and get to know principals. And I know a lot of young teachers who got hired in that way, but there's also a lot of other people who are not
really old people.
Oh, well, yeah, the
Really?
retired teachers are the other ones.
God. Or no, just the really ancient people who, need something to do every day. God bless them. I just wish that the guy who turns his hearing aids off when the classes are too loud would stop coming and being a sub.
Yeah.
Because it's always down the hall for me, and I hear screaming, and I'm like, "There's a fight!" No, it's just Mr. So and So. Oh God, he turned his hearing aids off so he can't hear how loud he is, so he screams, and he thinks he's just talking.
Oh.
No, the old retired subs are always the ones that I feel like tend to have the shortest attention span or the shortest, shortest fuse with the students. Because, I don't know, back when I was teaching, blah, blah, blah. But, you don't have the same power when you're not their daily teacher at all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And even if you're a full-time teacher, like say you've been like called in to go cover like Joe Schmo's class down the hall, if those kids don't know you, they'll be just as much of a dick as they are to subs. And it's no fun. Bunny, what are your thoughts on all these?
Yeah, same thing. I'm thinking about the utter bull crap that subs in our district had to deal with this year, and the bull crap that our teacher aides and office assistants and stuff get put through on the daily. If they were getting paid more to work at McDonald's, I would not fault them one little bit, because, yes, working fast food and customer service is crappy, but I don't know whether it's crappier than dealing with middle schoolers that are like trying to make your life difficult, like a sub.
Well, it's because you're a saint and you teach middle school, first of all.
Well, but also, like, you can leave work at the end of the day, and there's not people like expecting you to come volunteer for stuff.
Yeah. But I don't feel, when you say it like that, it almost feels like they pay us the big bucks, for doing the extra crap.
Oh, no.
And I don't know, teachers are just drastically underpaid, bottom line. In fact, I saw it in the news yesterday, I think it was in Saturdays, there was a headline about Biden officially announcing that teachers need to get paid more. But, he could always issue an executive order, funding school districts more with the directive that it has to go towards teacher pay. That's something he could do, just a stroke of a pen. And all these politicians say they want to pay teachers more and they value education, but except for the Republicans right now, they seem to really be down on us because, the whole race theory.
Indoctrinating their students.
Yo, I actually have some tea. Some interesting tea about critical race theory. Okay, so the church that I go to is very, very liberal, and you know where I live. That's an oxymoron. You know. But we have openly gay people, openly trans, like that's just our jam. And, it's our thing that we do every Sunday. My parents go, and my dad is a Fox News Republican. So it's always really fun to watch him squirm during the sermon. But my mom is in charge. So she's like, "You're coming to church." It's pretty great. So not this last one, but the one before that, the sermon talked about critical race theory and how, like, if you claim to be Christian, this isn't new to you, and it's your job as Christians to recognize racial inequalities, especially in the place that we live. Like, it was great. There was a random old boomer who got so pissed off, stood up in the middle and went, "I don't have to listen to this," and left and slammed the door.
That doesn't really seem like someone who'd be at that church.
I know. I clutched my pearls. I looked at Mr. Temper and he said, "What did she say?" And I told him what she said. He goes, "Huh, man, I'm telling you."
We have one here from the Reddits from user Investigator Murky. First day of teaching summer school. I'm getting ready to start teaching summer school social studies. It's 5 weeks. It's my first teaching assignment. Should the first day still be icebreakers and introductions like in the regular school year, or should I get into actual teaching the first day?
Actual teaching, because you got a lot to cover in a short amount of time. And anytime I've done, now I only really did summer stuff in college. I never had to do any summer programs or stuff like summer school when I was in high school. But for everyone I've talked to, it's pretty much almost just like a point to point to point, almost like a college class. Like, okay, we're talking about this, do this time, we're talking about this, we're doing this now. Like, I don't remember a lot of fun, silly games or videos or like the normal fun teaching stuff that happens during the school year.
Yeah, I've never actually taught summer school. And there's a reason for that. But,
Man, when summer's here, I'm done.
exactly.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
You've got a lot to cram in a very short amount of time, like even more so than a regular school year. I mean, you might be able to take just a couple of minutes at the very beginning of class, but this is not a situation where these kids are going to be with each other all year and really needing to like build that classroom community, which is kind of what we do with icebreakers and stuff. It's about getting to know each other and building community and things. And that's less so the goal here. And it's more just to get the kids to be able to either regain credit or advance in their thing or whatever their situation is. So
I mean,
it's
probably a regular situation.
It'd probably be a good idea to maybe just do some icebreaker in the very beginning just to learn people's names, but that should be like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and then you've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. I did the summer between my junior and senior year. I did some summer school just so I could take the classes that I wanted my senior year, and it goes quick. Don't waste your time. Like everybody said, 5 to 10 minutes, and then get to it. You know, the kids are paying for it a lot of the time, or they're trying to recoup credit loss. Like, don't waste your time, sweets. Like, get to the point.
And that's all the kids want. But the thing is, there's sometimes a lot less behavior issues because a lot of the kids who are there for a reason. Yep. And I know with a lot of summer schools, if the kids are fucking around or being dicks, like to the point where they have to be sent to the office, the principal's like, yeah, you're gone. Do you really want to have to repeat that grade? Do you want to be the 20-year-old junior in high school? No. So quit fucking around or get the hell out. And so it could be a good experience just for starting. I mean, if you mess up, it's only 5 weeks. So, hi. Hey guys, guess what? We have a Patreon.
I don't believe you.
That's terrible.
No, it's true. We totally have a Patreon. And for as little as $5 or $10 a month, you can sign up and get lots of extra content. We have all these back episodes and hidden episodes and exclusive episodes and movie watch party stuff on there. You need to go check it out. It's really awesome. And then you can also get swag. And whenever we do events, you can do that. And we have our special Patreon-only Facebook group. And so you can actually meet and talk with other teachers who kind of feel passionately the way we do and the way you do. So it's a nice little echo chamber. It's pretty fun. So you guys need to sign up and do it now. Oh, and not just that. You need to also sign up for the Step Bet. If you're a teacher who's needing a little motivation to get moving this summer, starting literally this week, the week after 4th of July, we're doing a warm-up week, and then we're doing a 6-week Step Bet where your goal is to get a certain amount of steps each day. And it just keeps you moving and gives you something to do. And you can also win money doing it. So check out the Step Bet and use the code TNAD, like Teacher Needs a Drink, TNAD, and you can access it. So do it now. Yay! Woo! So would you rather have Nicolas Cage desperately searching for the U.S. Constitution, which is hidden in your ass? Or you're a kindergarten teacher, but all your students have knives? So what situation would you like to be here? So, Bunny, once again, Nicolas Cage is desperately looking for the U.S. Constitution, which is hidden in your ass. Or you're a kindergarten teacher, but all your students have knives.
Wow. Wow.
This is Nicolas Cage, the person, and not like in character as...
Is he ever out of character?
That's a valid question.
That's fair.
I'm really curious. I mean, to some point, he's going to find it, and he's going to get it.
I'm going to take my chances with the kindergartners. There
goes your TMZ bonus right there. No extra money for you.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I have a former kindergartner, a recovering kindergartner. So knowing that, I'm going to say, Mr. Cage, bring it on.
I think I'm with you. I think it'd be interesting. And you know what? I'm going to learn how to do like a paparazzi type thing, or I'm just going to have a good camera on speed. And once that guy comes up, I'm going to start snapping pictures and I'm going to sell that shit. I might even like create a book series out of it. And
I'm
then
going to make it as awkward
it.
for him as possible, too.
It could be like a web series, like Nicolas Cage stalks my ass. And just I'd probably start wearing camo.
My ass is so big, even if I half-ass it, you're still getting a really impressive product. Hey-o.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Teacher Needs a Drink podcast. I'd like to thank my hosts who were with me for this special summer 4th of July, blah, 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 Ms. Bunny O'Hare.
Thanks, Elvis. It was a pleasure as always.
It was great having you. And also Miss Shirley Temper.
That ain't no etch-a-sketch. This is one doodle that can't be undid, home skillet.
All right, my friends. Thanks for joining us. Have a great summer. Do our step bet, sign up for Patreon, and deep breaths, deep drinks. Cheers! Woo! Yeah!
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Teacher Needs a Drink podcast. Teacher Needs a Drink podcast is sponsored by Ludlam Dramatics, the best source for educational theater products, and Legendary Pretzels. If you need some kind of sweet treat that's just amazing, treat yourself to Legendary Pretzels. They are amazing. Check them out, legendarypretzels.com. Teacher Needs a Drink podcast comes out every Wednesday, and if you have something you'd like to share with us, the host at Teacher Needs a Drink, you can either A, sign up through Patreon and message us there, or hit us up through the contact page of our website, teacherneedsadrinkpodcast.com. I'd like to thank my hosts who were with me today, Ms. Bunny O'Hare and Ms. Shirley Temper. We had a nice 4th of July recording session, and I hope you guys love it. Anyway, cheers, take care of yourselves, guys. Rest, peace, love, mwah.
It took us 6 hours. It took the whole day.